All right, good evening and welcome to the, I'm sorry, I got to put my glasses on here. Good evening and welcome to the July 21st, 2026 meeting of the Hickory City Council. At this time, I would like to invite the Reverend Sandy Hood from Peace United Church of Christ to the podium for our invocation. I would ask that if you're able to please stand for the invocation and remain standing after the invocation for the Pledge of Allegiance. Reverend Hood, thank you for being here with us this evening.
Sure. Will you please pray with me? Gracious and loving God, we thank you for bringing us together in service tonight for Hickory. We thank you for the ways that you love and you care for us, and what an honor it is to do the same for our neighbors. As our council meets to make decisions, God, we pray that you hover over them, give them wisdom and discernment, a listening ear, and a compassionate heart. And Lord, the decisions that are made, maybe they be for the good of the collective community. We pray this all in the name of the one who taught us to love. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, Councilman Freeman, Ward 4 representative, is not here with us this evening. He's preaching a revival, but we do have a quorum this evening. We have two very special presentations, and I'll have the honor and the privilege of introducing our first special presentation. I don't think it's any secret to our community that the young ladies that are represented out here in our audience are state champions, and we certainly want to take this opportunity to congratulate them on their tremendous victory, and of course to recognize this accomplishment that they've had. So I'll be coming to the front and presenting a proclamation. I would ask that the team members and the coach would come up front, and we will certainly take this time and this opportunity to honor this tremendous accomplishment in this state championship. So ladies, if you would, and those of you, the coach and any other appropriate folks that are on the team here, if you'll come forward, we'll certainly do this proclamation. And you don't have to be quiet.
There you go.
Now you're the bus driver. Oh, wait a second. You're bus driver / coach. Bus driver / coach. Okay. Well, I know that this is a real honor to have you here in our council chambers and to be able to recognize this state championship. I also know that it took you a while to get here, and that this is the group of ladies that is able to be here tonight, but there are also, I'm sure, some of the ladies that could not be here with us this evening, and we certainly want to include them in this recognition as well. So at this time, I'll read the proclamation. It says, Hickory High School NC High School Athletics Association 2026 5A Women's Soccer State Champions. Whereas the Hickory High School women's soccer team holds the title as North Carolina's High School Athletic Association 2026 5A Soccer State Champions. And whereas Hickory High entered the state tournament as number 2 seed, after a first round bye, Hickory High would go on to defeat Aiken 6-1, Forest View 4-1, East Lincoln 2-0, and of course South Point 4-0. So I think that was the game that really, once you beat South Point, I think that's when we all knew that you was going to be state champions. So South Point was 4-0, Dixon 2-0, and in the state title match. And whereas the Hickory High's women's soccer team finished the season with a 23-1-1 record, and whereas this was their first ever state championship program in history. And whereas the 2026 senior class finished their careers with 4 consecutive 20-win seasons, 3 Western Foothills 4A, 5A conference championships, 4 consecutive playoff appearances, and an overall record of 86, 12, and 6. And whereas this season is marked as the 12th conference championship, 3rd regional title game appearance, and 1st state championship win for head coach Brian Gillings in his 18th year with the Hickory High School women's soccer program. So therefore, I, Hank Guess, Mayor of the City of Hickory, on behalf of the City of Hickory Council, do hereby recognize the 2026 Hickory High women's soccer team for winning the prestigious 2026 North Carolina High School Athletic Association 5A Women's Soccer State Championship, and I hereby call upon all citizens to join the Hickory City Council in honoring these fine young athletes and Coach Brian Gillings, proclaimed this 21st day of July 2026. Let's give them all a round of applause.
We're going to look right here. Big smiles. Perfect.
One more for me.
Okay, Coach, if you want to go to the mic and have anybody, you can tell us who you've got with us or whatever's on your heart.
I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone for recognizing the ladies on their tremendous accomplishment. It's such a good group of young ladies on and off the field, really represent our city well, and you can be extremely proud of them. Just a couple other people to thank as well, my coaching staff, Bruno, AP, and Edgar. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here tonight. And there are a few girls that are off at the beach or already in college that couldn't be here as well. But we're grateful for their performance in our program. I'd like to thank our parents, some of them are here tonight. Just the support that they give our ladies and our program is indispensable. And just the community, the fact that they rally around these girls, come into the state championship game. The send-off was unbelievable, where everybody showed up and did a little parade for us. So we're really grateful. Hickory's just an amazing place for me to teach and to raise a family, and we're grateful for tonight and everything else. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Coach. All right. And you're welcome to stay for the entire meeting, but if you need to be somewhere else, we certainly understand that. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to do them a favor and tell them
They can leave? Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Well, I didn't want to make it that obvious. You're quite welcome. We'll give them just a few seconds here to exit. Well, that was half of our audience. All right. We have a second very special presentation, and it is an internal special presentation. At this time, I would ask our Assistant City Manager, Mr. Steve Miller, to come up for this special presentation, to introduce it.
Thank you, Mayor Guess. Members of council, Mr. Swanson, Mr. Wood, thanks for having me tonight. I get to return the favor a little bit to someone that's going to be recognized. But over the course of my career, and I know many others, we're always thankful that the city council and the management staff always promote our staff to go off and attend conferences. And what makes me always super proud is that our folks not only go off and attend these conferences and bring things back to our community, they bring out better ways to do things. They make friends with peer groups in other cities, and that creates a good dynamic for all cities to share how we do things. And the other thing that we have with City of Hickory is those people, almost all of them, wind up being a member of this organization in the leadership groups. And they're not only leaders here in our community, but they're leaders in these organizations. And I'd like to bring Caroline Coleman up. She has won a very special award in North Carolina, and I would like to recognize her. She does know that she has won this award. I'm not going to be able to ambush her like she did me. But all of you know Ms. Coleman well, and she really exemplifies what we have in city employees. But to the Professional Engineers of North Carolina, which is a professional group of engineers, have awarded Ms. Cohn the Government Engineer of the Year for 2026. So.
Thanks.
Thank you. Do you have anything to?
Caroline, you don't want to make a speech?
So not a huge speech, but just thank you for the continued support. If it wasn't for everyone here, and especially Steve, I wouldn't be able to do the great things that I do. And like you said, I'm glad I'm able to bring stuff back and try to incorporate it into our community. So thank you once again.
Thank you, Caroline. We appreciate you and all of our co-workers. We know that you bring stuff back, and going to these conferences and going to these meetings, and sometimes maybe folks don't understand that and don't get the right idea from it, but it certainly does help us in the long run. So we appreciate you and all that you do for our community. All right. Every council meeting, we allow an opportunity for anyone who would like to address the council, the ability to be able to do that. And so this evening, we have 3 folks who have signed up to speak. It's not necessary for you to sign up to be able to address the council, but we like to encourage you to be able to do that. So I'll go over the rules pertaining to addressing the council. We ask that you limit your conversation to 3 minutes or less. We also want to explain up front that this is not necessarily a question and answer type session or a debate or anything like that. If it turns out at the end of your 3 minutes that we need to have some further discussion, we'll either meet with you in person at an appropriate time, or we'll make an opportunity for you to meet with the appropriate staff person to be able to further address any concerns that you may have. So at this time, I'll ask Lauren Barrett to the podium. And even though I've already introduced you, for the record, we'd like for you to give your name and address, and then you can begin.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, my name is Lauren Barrett. My address is 1910 Waterbury Court, Hickory, North Carolina, 28602. All right, Siri set me a 3-minute timer. Hey, Siri.
She'll
Set
keep
me a
it.
3-minute timer.
The clerk will let you know.
Mayor, esteemed police officers, thank you for your service. And City Council, I'm here to issue a stark warning about an existential financial, legal, and constitutional trap Hickory, North Carolina is walking into. We were told that by approving flock cameras, it would be simple, an isolated tool to catch dangerous criminals and protect police officers. The automated license plate reader industry has evolved into a mass dragnet. That old narrative is dead. Competitors like Leonardo, a global military defense contractor, are already deploying hardware upgrades like Signal Trace. This technology bolts into existing street cameras and passes from V2 tracking into V3 data integration, wireless signature harvesting. Look at this device, this phone. You have smartwatches, you have earbuds. All of these constantly broadcast an encrypted Bluetooth, low energy, and Wi-Fi signature. You cannot see it, but V3 integration hardware captures these unique identifiers midair and fuses them with license plates, creating a permanent, searchable electronic fingerprint of who is inside the car. All you have to do is pass in your car one of these integrated V3 nodes, and they are being installed in existing flock cameras. Let me be entirely factual. This technology does not care that you are elected officials. It does not care that you're a police officer. This is tech. When you drive your city-issued or personal vehicles past these upgraded nodes, the new system logs your plate and sniffs your Bluetooth IDs. It tracks your spouse. It tracks your children. It maps your private meetings, what time you arrived at City Hall, and who you travel with. And it also knows when you get home down to the millisecond. You're handing defense-grade tracking infrastructure the keys to map the personal lives of your own police officers and your own families. By establishing local data pipelines and funding these camera networks, our city is assuming a staggering liability. The LAPD recently suspended its flock camera use entirely over critical data sharing and oversight concerns. Other cities have canceled contracts after uncovering hidden tracking capabilities, like localized heat mapping. This isn't a conspiracy, it's a documented threat to free speech. When citizens know that their physical presence, their vehicle, and their electronic signatures are automatically tied to a permanent government record, open democracy stops. People self-censor out of fear. Boy, I wish I had 3.5 minutes. Worse, when these centralized databases are breached, the tech vendors walk away with their profits. It's our city's taxpayers who foot the multi-million-dollar bills for civil rights lawsuits. Over 60 cities nationwide have already banned or canceled these. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
I'll make a motion that we allow her to continue.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Okay, continue, please.
Thank you. I urge this council to protect your budget, your families, your citizens, and yourselves. Freeze all surveillance camera funding, contract renewals, and data center expansions. These projects need more oversight, and they need more time to understand the bigger picture. We cannot afford to be short-sighted when it comes to our privacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Barrett. We don't allow any clapping, any jeering, any.
Sorry, Mr. Guest.
All right. I didn't state it before, but we don't allow any clapping, any outburst, any cheering, or any jeering also during our opportunities for the public to speak. All right, next up, we would ask Jacob Darden to the podium, please. Please come to the podium, and for the record, state your name and address.
Good evening. My name is Jacob Darden. My address is 1655 20th Avenue Drive Northeast, Hickory, North Carolina, 28601.
Okay.
Ready when you are. Seems great minds think alike. I'm also here to discuss the same threat to our city that our children will have to deal with if we do not. It's called ALPR cameras, the notable example being flock safety, a network of AI-powered cameras mass surveilling citizens, an egregious violation of the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable search and seizure. Most of us had no clue this was going on until we saw the cameras start popping up. Now we have questions. The Declaration of Independence clearly states that governments derive their powers from the consent of the governed. Nobody in Hickory consented to being spied on, profiled, and tracked by a private company. Yet, our every move is now permanently logged and easily searchable. In 2018, the Supreme Court ruled that the government needs a warrant for prolonged location tracking. Flock's network of continuous data collection across an entire city clearly violates that ruling. Flock is documented lying to elected officials, ignoring cancellations, and sharing data without authorization. The cameras themselves are also not secure. Researchers have documented numerous vulnerabilities, including backdoors allowing full control of the device. Dozens of live feeds have been found sitting open on the internet completely, no password required, streaming footage of children at parks to anyone interested. Since Hickory signed up, Flock has also updated their terms and conditions. They removed the promise to not sell our data, added a perpetual license, meaning even if they are fired, they continue to keep our information forever. They also gave themselves exclusive control over how the city accesses our data. They also shifted the cost of their, quote, willful misconduct and gross negligence fully onto the taxpayer. Over 50 municipalities across 20 states have cited unauthorized federal access, surveillance exceeding agreements, and a repeated misrepresentation of the product. If authorities need to track a suspect, that tool already exists. It's called a phone. Accessing it requires a warrant, probable cause, and judicial oversight. Flock needs none of that. It records everyone at all times in advance of suspicion. You chose to carry your phone. Nobody chose to drive past a Flock camera. Our founders feared a system where tools built for order became instruments of control. It's never about who holds the power today. It's about what the system enables when the wrong person holds it tomorrow. A tool built to catch car thieves can also track a pastor whose sermons make politicians uncomfortable. I'm not saying this is happening in Hickory today. I'm saying that the infrastructure in place now makes it possible. I'm asking that this council do 3 things. Prevent any new cameras immediately, take serious time to research what they actually do, not what you were sold, and cancel these contracts that infringe upon our rights as Americans. The question is not whether we want safe streets. The question is whether we are willing to trade the architecture of freedom for the appearance of security, and whether we trust a private company with the power to surveil our wives and children. I'm happy to provide a detailed sourced report of everything that I've referenced here tonight. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Darden. Next is Erie Bywaters.
Good evening. My name's Eric Bywaters. My address is 360 First Avenue Southwest. I am the owner of Solid Skate Cove right down here downtown, and I'm here to talk about the skate park. I have had multiple customers come in asking, Eric, what's up with the skate park? What's going on? Where's the half pipe? Where's the other ramps? I can't give them an answer because I'm not sure. But I am here to speak that there is a need for a quality skate park in Hickory. We are the only town in Catawba that has a skate park that offers this facility for our surrounding neighbors. With that being said, I've been skateboarding in Hickory since 1996. I was around when our original skate park was built. In the early 2000s, the skate park was booming. The city was putting on contests, doing this. The community was all about it. The scene was growing, and it was unbelievable. It was amazing. As time went on, it was a wooden park. The ramps were hard to keep up. We didn't really have the knowledge, I would say, to maintain the park. With that being said, it's falling apart. The park has become less used, but it's still being used. Just recently, about 3 weeks ago, I held what I called a solid session at the skate park. We had over 50 skateboarders show up with the support and concerns of the skate park. So with that being said, I would really love to either talk about repairs or possible a new skate park, because skateboarding teaches so much to these young children and to even adults. It teaches you not to give up. No matter how many times you fall down, you can always get back up and keep on going. I've used that through my whole life. I've failed, but I keep getting back up and keep on trying. And I think that's a very, very important lesson for anybody growing up. I would just will support me and about a handful of other people. We have came together. We have started Catawba County Action Sports. We are working together to bring awareness to skateboarding, rollerblading, bikes, anything that's kind of out of your typical sport to our great city here. With that being said, I would just love a little support and just a little support and attention on the skate park, because it's vital to this city and our surrounding neighbors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Bywater. Is there anyone else present in the audience that would like to address the council this evening? Yes, sir.
Good evening. I'm William Sturm. I am the pastor of the Sandy Ridge Baptist Church on behalf of the 3702 16th Street Northeast. Council members, Mr. Mayor, thank you. I didn't realize there was a norm of signing up. I apologize.
That's
I'm here with no demands, only a request. First of all, thank you for the great work you're doing and developing in our neck of the woods up there in St. Stephen's. A lot of great things happening. We appreciate the expansion that's taking place with the utilities. We appreciate all the work that's happening there with the expansion there on Cloninger Mill Road and Cool Park Road and 16th Street. We have a lot of traffic there, and my request, not my demand, my request is that you might find it in your hearts to help us with the driveway at our parking lot once the work is completed. I understand there'll be some expansion there at the intersection of Cool Park Road and Cloninger Mill and 16th Street with taking part of the parking, which belongs to the city. We have a right-of-way stone that will, when claimed, when the turn lanes are put in there, we will lose some parking. And so with some traffic that is taking place already, with some parking of service vehicles and utility vehicles and the work that's taking place through the expansion, it is doing somewhat of a number on our parking lot, which is just fine. We're thankful for the development. But when the time comes and the project is complete, we're just a simple request that maybe you can find a little pocket of money to help us with the parking lot when it's all done. That's all I want.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your time.
Is there anyone else present that would like to address the council this evening? Yes, sir. Come forward, please.
My name is Kanan Shu. My address is 221 15th Street Southeast Hickory. And I just want to reiterate about what Eric said about the skate park. I mean, we're doing everything we can to bring awareness to it and get people there, but we would really like y'all's help, or at least point us in the right direction to how we can get this place fixed up and make it better for our community, because we need that. We really need that park, and I would really appreciate it if you would just find a little pocket of money like you do for that guy, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And help us out. Just consider it, please. That'll be it.
All right. Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else present that would like to address the council this evening? We'll be happy to get someone to meet with you after the meeting. Yeah, okay. Is there anyone else that hasn't spoken that would like to address the council this evening? Okay, we always make ourselves available. You don't have to wait until this time during a council meeting. You can contact any of our staff, or you can contact any of the members of council or myself. We make ourselves available, our email addresses, and most of us have our personal phone numbers available, and you can certainly contact us at your convenience. All right? All right, next item on the agenda is approval of our minutes from our regular meeting of June the 16th, 2026. I'll entertain a motion.
I move approval.
All right. We have a motion, we have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, like sign? All right, that carries unanimously. We also need approval of our minutes from our special joint meeting of June the 30th, 2026.
Move approval. Second.
All right, we have a motion, we have a second. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, a like sign? That also carries unanimously. Item number 7 is our reaffirmation and ratification on second readings. Once again, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign? That also carries unanimously. Item number 8 is our consent agenda. I'll ask if there's any member of council or staff that would like to have any item removed from the consent agenda.
Move approval of the consent agenda. Second.
All right, we have a motion, we have a second. Any further discussion on the consent agenda? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign? That also carries unanimously. We have one public hearing scheduled for this evening. To introduce our public hearing, I'll turn it over to our city manager, Mr. Warren Wood.
Thank you, Mayor Guest, members of the City Council, Mr. Swanson. The one public hearing tonight is consideration of rezoning petition 26-05 for property located at 929 9th Street Drive Northeast from industrial to high-density residential R4, to be presented by Planning Director Brian Frazier.
Good evening. Thank you, sir. Mayor, Mr. Council, Mr. Wood, Mr. Swanson. Again, the property owners are Legacy Home Builders, NC. The applicant is Vitaly Gladish. Mr. Wood talked about the zoning and the location. This isn't one of the larger rezonings we've done. It's 0.15 acres. It's an individual lot, and the applicant, as Mr. Wood indicate, requests to rezone the property, all 0.15 acres of it, to R4 high-density residential. See the property outlined here where it's hashed. This is Highland Avenue, 9th Street Drive, northeast. You'll see that there's some additional housing going up, or has been going up in this area, but the future...
Hey, Brian, could you pull that microphone a little closer?
Sure, I'm sorry. You can see the future land use here is all high-density residential, including where this parcel is located. Again, you can see the parcel right here. This is the current zoning. The red is commercial 2, general business. The purple is industrial. And then you have NC down here to the southeast. And then the rest of this mustard color is R4. And you can see that there's where this parcel would be, it's industrial now. The applicant is seeking to rezone that to closely square this off. There are other properties here in here that you rezoned some time ago. I think it was 2603 that Legacy currently owns. They're going to demolish a couple older houses there and put in a duplex here. And this site, I believe you approved this for about 20 townhomes, attached single family. Again, the parcel in question, this is Highland Avenue, Ron's Auto Shop. Cutting Technologies is here, and the former Highland School apartments and some of the Habitat homes are in here. These are townhomes that Oscar Vasquez built and has built. So that's the aerial ortho of the property. So according to the plan, the property, again, is located in a high-density residential area. The plan explains the high density is located near or in mixed-use areas or higher density commercial districts, which we believe it is. The high density areas are more often than not located at the margins of commercial nodes such as Highland Avenue Northeast and Main Avenue Northeast. This is somewhat in the interior. This is a great example of infill property, which we try to promulgate at the planning department and in Hickory by choice. This provides opportunity to reside in proximity to some retail and larger non-residential establishments. And upon review of the comprehensive plan and the current conditions on the ground, staff respectfully request that you deem this application to be consistent with our comprehensive plan. The recommended action, there was a hearing held on June 24th for the Planning Commission. During the hearing, the applicant owner spoke in favor, no one spoke in opposition, and upon closing the hearing, the Planning Commission acknowledged the petition's consistency with HBC 2030, and upon its findings, voted 8-0, which is unanimous to recommend approval of the petition, and staff concurs with the recommendation of the Regional Planning Commission that this be rezoned from industrial to R4. I'd be happy to answer any questions if you have any.
Does council have any questions for Mr. Frazier?
I have one.
Yes, sir.
Oh, go ahead. Good, Danny.
I'm just wondering on the size of the lot, I thought it said 15 acres, that's 0.1?
0.15. Yes, sir.
You're going to be packing them in tight.
It's a little tight, but it seems that's what the market wants, so. Yes, sir.
Will on-street parking be allowed or prohibited?
From what I understand, that there will be or there has been no parking signs placed already on the street by our Department of Public Services.
Very good. Thank you. As that street is narrow.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, in just a minute, I'll declare the public hearing open, but just like with the public comments, there are rules pertaining to our public hearings. We allow anyone present that may want to speak in opposition to be able to speak first. We allow up to 15 minutes for any party that would like to speak in opposition, and then we will also allow up to 15 minutes for anyone who would like to speak in favor. If necessary, we'll allow up to 5 minutes for rebuttal and or sub-rebuttal. Like I said, some of the same rules apply. We ask that you approach the podium that you state your name and address, that you limit your entire conversation. If more than one person wants to speak, the entire conversation is limited to 15 minutes for each side. We do not allow any outburst, any clapping, any jeering or cheering. So at this time, I'll declare the public hearing open and ask if there's anyone present that would like to speak in opposition of the rezoning petition you've heard described by Mr. Frazier. There doesn't appear to be anyone that would like to speak in opposition. I'll ask if there's anyone present that would like to speak in favor. There being no one desiring to speak, I'll declare the public hearing closed and entertain a motion or discussion.
Move approval of the rezoning. Second.
All right, we have a motion on the table and a second. I'll ask if there's any further discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same. All right, that carries unanimous. All right, we've got some departmental reports, appointments to boards and commissions. I have one this evening. I would like to nominate Ms. Benita Ferretti as an at-large representative on the Public Art Commission.
And I would like to nominate Danielle Walters as the other minority representative of the Community Relations.
Are there any other nominations?
I'll move approval of the nominations.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. All right. All right, motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign? All right, that also carries unanimously. Once again, I'll remind those of you in the audience that we do have some vacancies on some of our boards and commissions, and if you have a particular interest in any of those, you can find out more information on our website, or you can contact one of us directly. Let's see, is there any matters not on the agenda, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any general comments by the members of the council? Anybody have anything they want to discuss? All right.
Happy early birthday.
Oh,
Yes. Good for 70.
For 70, I don't look bad. Okay. Thank you. I'll make a motion that we go into closed session per our general statute 143-318-11 to discuss the closed session minutes from May 19th and also to discuss a personnel matter.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion. We have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye, please.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign? All right, we will adjourn and we will return to the council chambers should we need to take any action from our closed session meeting. I want to thank you for being here and certainly contact us anytime. This meeting is adjourned.